Hello and welcome to the Overly Animated Podcast, where we take animation seriously. We provide fan-oriented and analytic discussions on a variety of animated shows, movies, and anime, currently featuring Steven Universe, Star vs. the Force of Evil, and Samurai Jack. I'm Dylan Hysen, and today I'm joined by Sam Quattro.
Hello.
Today, Sam and I will be discussing the March 10th episode of Steven Universe that just aired, Room for Ruby. We discuss Steven Universe every week here on the Overly Animated Podcast. You can check us out at overlyanimated.com. Or subscribe to us on iTunes at overlyanimated.com/iTunes, where we appreciate your star ratings, or any other podcatcher. Room for Ruby just aired 7:30. More on that later. And we will be getting into the spoilers, and get your feedback into Justin in the comments here, comments on YouTube, on the website, and email him, Justin at overlyanimated.com. We'll have that up. We're also Justin and Michelle will be covering the first episode of the new Samurai Jack this weekend. That's very exciting. And potentially Powerpuff Girls coverage, other stuff coming up. So a lot of stuff here in the Overly Animated Podcast, but we got to get into this exciting episode, Room for Ruby. Sam, what are your reactions, and how hurt are you by the betrayal of Navy?
Duh. I mean, that was too good to be true. I can't believe anybody fell for that.
You were Lapis in this episode?
Yeah. Well, okay, that's an interesting point. I really related to what Lapis was saying, but we'll get to that later. Yeah. I think the episode was alright. I feel like everybody was too on board with the Navy stuff, and I was like, guys, she's gonna do something. You know what's gonna happen. But whatever.
Yeah, did you enjoy the episode?
Yeah, I think it was alright. I don't know, it was kind of a little bit too in the beginning, but it got
too sincere.
Yeah, you know what too sincere to I don't know, cheesy 90s sitcom-y a little bit, and it's like Full House. Calm down, guys.
Okay, calm down. Okay. Yeah, I did not see the betrayal coming.
No. Okay.
I'm a big Navy fan. I think
Leggy was my favorite. I think if anybody would have stayed, it would be Leggy, because Leggy's kind of dumb.
Yeah, the dumb one probably wouldn't have been able to do this. Yeah, no, I've always liked Navy, and I was loving this, and then I was really hurt when with the Navy betrayal. We'll discuss whether that should have happened, but yeah, I think this was a great episode. This was one of our best episodes in a while, since the zoo, definitely since the zoo arc. For me, I think this episode is genuinely very good. I liked all the Navy Ernest stuff. All the Lapis Peridot interactions were wonderful. And Garnet, a lot of good Garnet in this episode too. So a lot to get into here. And I guess very quickly, they announced this week that there will be a Steven Universe RPG console game, Save the Light, coming out on multiple platforms. So
I never finished Attack the Light, so I don't know.
Yeah, I never even played Attack the Light, but
I just never did.
Yeah, but so yeah, that's coming out. I think it's written story by Rebecca Sugar, so that should be good. I don't know. I'm not super excited, but
get it for the Switch.
Yeah, I'll get it for the Switch now that I finished Zelda.
You finished it?
Didn't I tell you I finished it?
No, you didn't. Okay. Yeah, you said something about the castle.
No, I told you I finished it. Anyway.
No, you did not.
Let's discuss. Let's make this a Breath of the Wild podcast. No. So yeah, Room for Ruby, written and storyboarded by Lauren and Raven, a not typical pairing. Lauren Zook posted on their Tumblr that this is their fourth or fifth last episode. So we're counting down, and we have the Lauren Zook leaving the show confirmation. So very sad, but it's another great episode here, and some great Lapidot. So let's talk about the use of Navy here, and this is like a resolution to the Rubies in Space plot kind of thing. I guess this is it, because Navy takes the ship, picks them up, and they're gone.
I don't know, because what's she gonna do? Gonna call Homeworld, gonna pick up the other rubies and get revenge? What's gonna happen?
I assume since Navy just took the ship, then just gonna pick up the other rubies and leave. But
find a happy life on Jupiter or something.
Yeah, regardless of, and it doesn't matter that much what happens next. What do you think of this as what they did with this hanging ruby thread?
I don't know, like, it feels like, of course they did this, because this is what Steven Universe does. It, like, takes in the misfits and, like, the posers, and, like, we learn to, like, love them and whatever, but then it, like, subverted it, I guess, and, like, she ran away, but honestly, like, it kind of felt predictable. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of wish they would have maybe played it more straight and maybe, like, picked up the rubies like they said they were going to during the zoo arc, and, like, maybe done something with that and try and, like, make actual amends and not, like, fake out like this. I don't know what I want.
Yeah, on one hand, I think this episode was expected, not surprising, in that this is how these type of episodes always go. Like, this is like the new person, they betray you type thing. But on the other hand, I think this is a great subversion for this show, and I think this really overrides that first one, because this is I think this is like a really good use of this plot line in the show. Like, the expected thing would be, okay, a few of the rubies, like, join the crystal gems. They've done this a million times, and we integrate them. And this episode is doing that. So, like, we get to experience, like, how that would turn out. And then we also get to subvert it, because that's not what's actually happening. So they're kind of making fun of themselves, and there's a lot of self-referential jokes in this episode, and we get, like, the benefits of the Ruby integration episode, which I think was a lot of fun, and we don't have to deal with the this again, like, so I think that this is like a really good use of where we could potentially go with any of these rubies. And I
had a thought.
Yes.
Oh, you go ahead first.
I also think that it's nice that we didn't see all 5 of them again. I think that was kind of crowded, so focusing on one, I think, was potentially successful. But yes, what's your third?
So maybe it's going to be like a Day of Black Sun situation where they're just going to, like, try to rope in, like, a ragtag army for some plot line that's going to happen in the future. Fight for Earth again, the sequel.
So the crystal gems are the invading Homeworld type of thing?
Maybe, like, Homeworld is, like, invading Earth or something again.
No. Oh.
I don't know, because I feel like they're trying to, like, quote unquote build allies lately, with, like, all the amethysts.
Yeah, we actually mentioned this, I think, on the Zoo Arc podcast.
I was there.
Yeah, you were there. I think it was we talked about how they kind of have these allies now. They have the amethysts, and maybe we're going to start to build a coalition against Homeworld. It's like, it's not just these like 5 crystal gems anymore. It's
and then Lion's going to be Pink Diamond, and they're going to
Right.
It's going to be a whole thing.
Right. So that exactly. More on the Lion Pink Diamond thing later. So I think that's potentially where we're going. But and this is an interesting subversion of that as well, because you think these rubies could be potentially allies, but now we're taking that away. So I was genuinely very surprised at the ending. I guess I bought into it too much. I also just really like Navy, so I was But I think this is like. I think this was an unexpected direction for what the show could have done at this point, and is very refreshing, because what they could have done is what they've been doing, type of thing. Like, this is new in that we're not just converting the new gem member, so that's good.
Yeah, just throw all the gems in a barn and, like, bubble them.
Yeah,
maybe that'll be like the Day of Black Sun. They'll just unbubble all the corrupted gems.
Oh, yeah, that's good point. Yeah, we could bring in any of the bubble gems. Yeah, we should. This is probably a roundtable topic. The Gem Coalition Army predictions.
There you go, Sam. Good job.
Yeah,
that's
good job,
your contribution to the roundtables.
We'll add this to the roundtable topics. Okay, so what do you think of Lapis and Peridot in this episode?
In the beginning when they first showed up, I was like, because whenever they show up nowadays, I'm just like, okay, I get it, whatever. You guys are together, you're in love. I don't really care. Whatever.
How could you not care about Lapidot? What are you talking about?
It's over. It happened. You don't care about a ship.
Yes, you.
No, it's called. I think it's called shipping bed death. You don't care about a ship after they get together.
No, I disagree.
But nonetheless, through, like, the middle of the episode, when Lapis was, like, getting real annoyed about Navy, really getting along, and she was, like, getting frustrated, like, why. Like, is it so easy for her, and why doesn't she, like, resent Earth as much as I did, and, like, what's wrong with me? I don't know, that struck a chord with me, and I find that very, hashtag relatable. at least to me. Because I think that's like a very it's like a really human is a gem, but human emotions feel. Why is somebody having such an easier time getting along with like an aspect of life that you had like such a hard time to accept? And even though the episode's like LOL JK, and I think that's still like a really good sentiment to explore, and I kind of wish we would explore it more with Lapis instead of just having her and Peridot in the barn just all the time.
I agree that the Lapis emotional arc was good. I think that's like a main discussion point too. So I'm glad you went into that. I guess at the first it felt a little typical because this is the structure you do. It's like you have the main plot and you have another character react to that, and it felt a little bit like typical narrative episode structure. But I thought they did it well. I think it was getting into really interesting emotional things that I agree were true to real life. I love that this is like where we're going with Lapis's character, because I think to this point we've really not had much negative emotions with Lapis in a while. She is kind of the character of negative emotions, and then we kind of resolved it to a point where she's stable. So I like getting into the like what's the ramifications of her being stable now.
Make people depressed.
I mean, Lapis is
that's
like
the best narrative.
That's the best narrative choice to make. Lapis is kind of the depression gem, and we didn't really have that for a while. Good, okay, and it did feel a little bit weird to just see Lapis Sarah's face. I don't know how to describe this. I think this applies to Lapis a lot.
I know.
Like line face, but and then
just like that,
sarcastic reacting to everything, right?
Yeah,
and then she slowly started to like seemingly actually enjoy herself, and now we're getting into a little bit of the but why couldn't I have done this faster type of thing. I think it's a really good place to go with her character.
I agree.
Yeah, I think it was good. In terms of Lapis and Peridot, I still really enjoy all of Lapis and Peridot's interactions. I think they're one of the foremost couples on TV. I think that they're really well handled. I think it's like I guess they're at a point where they're together now, but it's not traditional romantic arc or relationship, and we see just the really charismatic interactions that they have, which continue here. I love seeing Peridot really concerned with Lapis where there. I love seeing their different reactions to the Ruby, and just all everything they're doing. I think was great. Still love how Lapidot's handled. That's like the one thing I definitely really worry about, our post-Zook era that's coming up, is Lauren's been so influential with Lapis and Peridot. Like, just basically Lauren and Hillary were like all of the Lapidot episodes. So I think they've continued to handle it incredibly well. What do you think? I think Garnet was also really great in this episode. I love the Garnet with the two balloons at the end.
Yes, sorry for your loss. And what was the other one?
Oh, welcome to the party. And then sorry for your loss, yeah.
But my thing, okay, Garnet's like future vision, whatever. Why isn't she more concerned about this? Like, just Ruby taking off in the spaceship. I feel like I would be, maybe, like, she knows.
I had that thought, too. So, at the end, it's like, it's implied that Garnet, with the balloons, that Garnet foresaw potentially both scenarios, or that she foresaw what happened, and then she said worth a shot for the welcome one. She's, like, just being earnest just in case. I think she saw it and didn't think it was worth it, because really, they just lost their ship, and they weren't really using it.
I don't know, they could go back to Homeworld and, like, tell Yellow Diamond and, like, whole zoo breach, and it's going to be a thing.
Yeah, I think to us this is a big deal. Like, they actually were able to travel outside of Earth, and that was kind of a big thing in season 1. It's like these portals are only they only go to Earth places, and it seems like to us that they should care about leaving. But I think to the Crystal Gems, they just want to be on Earth. Why do they care about? They don't want to go back to Homeworld. I don't think they really care about leaving.
No, but I mean, like, this is going to be the start of the Homeworld Earth War Part 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's potentially a problem. It's potentially a problem if Yellow Diamond comes and they want to run away. So maybe Garnet. Yeah, I think it's mostly just a joke at the end that they didn't feel like dealing with the ramifications, but I think that there's just justifiable
I'm just gonna get sorry for your lost cards for like everybody I know, and
just in case.
Whenever something like minor bad happens, I'm just gonna be like, send it to them.
That's your future vision is you're gonna get sorry.
Like you didn't get the apartment you wanted to get.
Oh, you know what episode I want to see is Garnet going to the balloon store and
oh my
going to the
how is that? Like, what does she do? She's like, cashier, I need a balloon. She's like Party City or something.
Yeah, what store in Beach City sells balloons like that? And
like the hospital?
And maybe the hospital has some, right? And that's not even in Beach City. And they and Garnet picks out the 2 generic balloons that apply. That would have been great. I love the when we can like fanfic things like that. Like
God, yeah. Let's write that fanfic right now.
Someone in the comments write a mini fanfic that Justin will have to read in the the feedback show. Let's do that. So I thought that was great. Let's go through the specific stuff of the episode, because there's a lot of good stuff here. So in the beginning, Steven and Garnet wishing on shooting stars. Steven to Garnet, close your eyes. Which I thought that whole thing is funny.
God, like too earnest. God, stop.
It was good. I wish for another. Garnet says, "I wish for another shooting star so that you could make a wish." Oh my gosh, says Steven. It was really cute.
No.
It was good. It was great. Navy
I'm too
comes.
Old for this.
You're too old for this. No, you're too jaded for this. I think.
Yeah, exactly. I'm too old.
No. Navy comes, gave Steven said, I gave all the names, and Garnet's like, oh, I finally get it. I like that. Nice self-referential to the fact that they had these names, and we didn't really understand it at first because they didn't explain it. Yeah. Please don't make me get back to Homeworld. All the other rubies are mean to me. Just want somewhere where I can be myself. Looking back, this is like what you'd say to the Crystal Gems to try to be part of their group.
Right?
I just want somewhere where I could be myself. That's like making fun of them. That's like the satire of the Crystal Gems. Aren't you mad at us for tricking you playing baseball? Amethyst disguising as Jasper, stranding you in space, and I like that exchange. It was really good with the quick back and forth with Navy. Steven says she always seemed really nice, actually, which I agree. Navy's great.
I'm Navy. I'm so nice.
Oh, that's a good Navy impression. Yeah.
Thanks, Dylan.
Yeah. Charlene Yee again was really
I
good.
Should be a voice actress.
Okay. Well, you can be the all the earnest characters. How about that?
No. No.
Seems a lot. Ruby coming down seems a lot like a story you told me once. Oh, stop was Garnet with the animation with the blushing and stuff. It was really great. I know where she'd fit, says Steven. Lapidot is doing the shooting stars too. That was nice. I
really like the color palette because it's like sunset and Lapis and Peridot are like dark green and dark blue. It's very nice.
Yeah. Navy says, I'm a refugee from Homeworld, just like you guys. I like the use of refugee here. Very, I like explicitly using words like that. Topical. Yeah. I think they also used it in the Thanksgiving episode, I believe.
Yeah, I think they probably did.
Yeah. Peridot says she's a new Barney. So are we calling them Barneys now? Lapis and Peridot?
Like Barney, Carney.
Yeah, like a Carney. Yeah, I don't know.
When Marnie
like
was there.
No, that's not the same thing. Carney is a good example. But Barney, yeah. We'll call them Barneys now. Like Townies. Oh, it's like a Townie takeoff. There you go. Can we talk about this first says Lapis, then Bubbles, Navy. It was pretty good.
I like that.
Yeah. She's on our side now, just like that. Wow. Like, just like that. Wow. Yeah. Like, another nice, self-referential joke there. Lapis skeptical, still getting used to, life on Earth, show we've learned, I think we'll be really good at it, says Peridot. And then they are teaching Navy.
Yeah, they're training her. It's her, first day on the job.
Yeah.
And they're going through the training.
What does that mean? Who knows? Sun, weather. I like the what is rain, and then there's like question marks on the screen.
What is rain?
The sky is crying. Planet that's not always sunny, says Navy. I think this implied that Homeworld's always sunny. I thought that was really notable.
Does the sun reach Homeworld?
Right, that doesn't make any sense. So
I don't know,
I guess
because
they
I
have
would
a
think
sun.
Homeworld's like really far away, unless the alternate Earth theory.
Right, but she's Navy specifically says that this is Earth's a planet that's not always sunny. It's always changing and beautiful. Like
proof, Dylan.
I think, yeah. I mean, I think this is. I always note little stuff like this. Like this is Homeworld is sunny. Got it. Unless I'm misinterpreting the line, but I think that's what she was saying.
Alternate Earth theory, part 2.
Yeah, part 2. This Peridot says this is our gem cave. Lapis always hates it when I call it that, so I don't. I like
Good.
that. Yeah, married. I like that. Lapis likes to sleep in the hammock. Even though she doesn't have to, and Peridot says she snores. Married, good, yeah, right.
I guess, yeah, sure.
Very domestic, yeah.
Did they both sleep in the hammock together?
Ooh, we didn't get into that. Oh, that'd be good. Yeah. This is their organic earth farm. I don't know why they know it organic. I guess that's a Peridot joke. Okay, I just got that because that's like a gem joke because they call them organic life forms, like Yellow Diamond called them that. So, and then it's like our use of organic for like natural foods. Yeah, that's funny, I guess. There you go.
I guess.
I love plants. Love pumpkin. I do love the dirt. You guys are the best. Gonna be the best of friends. Why don't you get mad? Says Lapis. That's the.
I literally say that to people sometimes. Like, why don't you get mad at things?
Yeah,
because I don't understand.
Relating, yeah.
I relate.
That's the one thing I can't do. Oh, come on. Says Lapis. It was good.
That's the one thing I can't do.
Yeah, there you go. There's the voice acting. Then Lapis, and then Lapis flies up, and like I said before, Peridot's like, Lapis. She's really upset. It's good.
A beta couple.
Beta couple.
Yeah, that's another thing. It's like the couple that's together when the main couple is not Dylan. Do you not read TV tropes?
Well, there's not really like a main couple though.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
You tell yourself that.
Who's the main couple in the show?
We have him a lot.
What?
A lot.
Garnet?
Well, Garnet would be a beta couple too, actually.
I think Garnet's also a beta couple, yeah. I don't know if there is a
like
main
Amethyst
couple.
And Pearl, or like
if
Pearl and Mystery Girl, or like Stephen and Connie.
Stephen and Connie or Amethyst and Pearl are your closest, I think.
No, well, the Pearl and Mystery Girl. I mean, come on.
No, that's one episode.
Actually,
no, it's not. We'll see. Lapis, something's wrong with me. It took me so long, so I have to learn to love this planet. I don't get Navy. Why is it so easy when it's so hard for me? The good stuff there, like we discussed with
good meaty, relatable content.
Or TM, yeah. There you go. Ruby misses the ship, show off the ropes. Now we have a pilot. Yeah, I thought this is when I was like, oh wow, this is cool. This is what Ruby's our function is. She's their pilot now. That makes sense. That was
LOL, JK.
Yeah, that was their best job at selling it. I think I was definitely convinced. The button. The only thing that wrong is that you're still holding on. Yeah.
The only thing wrong is that you're still holding on.
Yeah. Why didn't you just steal it? Says Stephen Valid.
Yeah, why didn't you?
I didn't get to see the look on your faces when. Yeah.
I needed to see the look on your faces when you were tricked by your favorite little Ruby.
Yeah, it was good. There's really good stuff from Charlene. Yeah,
I was just waiting when that would happen because I was like, okay. I was waiting like all the episode, and they decided to do it the last 2 minutes.
No, I wasn't expecting.
I was.
Yeah, well, that'll be
It's like okay. There's a quote from Danny Phantom, and it's
That's the most says Sam every podcast. Yes, continue.
All right, but it's like they're like ultimate enemy sort of thing. No time travel, whatever. And the time ghost guy is like, when you see a parade from the street, you can only see like, where the parade is going. But if you see a parade from above, you can see every possible route the parade can take. You know what I mean? So I feel like that with the show. I feel like I'm seeing it from above most of the time.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Well, I do feel like that watching Steven Universe sometimes. And I think that's potentially a flaw with the show, but that's a broader discussion. Let us know hashtag team saw it coming or hashtag team surprised. Let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
That's our hashtag.
Team Danny Phantom.
Team Dylan or Team Sam? No, not Team Danny Phantom.
Yeah, Team Sam all the way.
And then the balloons at the end.
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah, and then Lapis is no one could be that well adjusted. Yeah, it was good.
I'm surprised Pumpkin didn't die because they were in the ocean, and pumpkins and water don't really mix.
Pumpkins and water don't really mix. Let's fact check that line. I'm not sure about that.
Well, I feel like the pumpkin would get all soggy, and then it would just be like slow,
I guess so.
Painful, saturated death.
I don't know about that. We'll fact check that. Okay, so overall, you liked it, didn't love it?
Yeah, it was alright, but it wasn't my fave. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess I'm closer to loving it. I thought this is my
I
favorite.
liked it way better than last week.
Yeah, no, this is the best episode since That Will Be All for sure. People really like Storm in the Room. I think this is much better. And yeah, so good episode. A lot to get into with Justin and Michelle on the feedback show. Leave your comments there.
Hot takes, cold foods.
Oh yeah, so pumpkins.
No, we already did pumpkins. Carrots.
Were there carrots?
Ruby, maybe. Excuse me, was playing around with some carrots.
Okay.
Personally, I like carrots. I like the crunch.
Yeah. Who doesn't like carrots?
I know, right? Like if you steam them, they taste good. I don't carrots.
That one I'm not. I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't like steamed carrots.
I like steamed carrots. All right, leave the comments.
That's a hot take on hot food, though.
Well, I don't care. Well,
okay. We still have two things to discuss.
Cold foods was just like foods that are unpopular.
Okay, that's an interesting interpretation of that.
No, it's not.
So this episode aired at 7:30. As of 24 hours ago, we thought this episode was airing at 7. Cartoon Network changed it literally within 24 hours of it airing.
What are you, Nickelodeon?
I assume. So to be fair to Nickelodeon, I don't think they've ever done this. This is just Nick does a lot of bad things. They don't change their airings within 24 hours. This is absurd and just terrible. It's like a joke of a network thing to do. You can't just change when new episodes are airing less than a day before they happen. It's so stupid.
They had the Teen Titans, Powerpuff Girls, John.
According to Justin, they changed which Teen Titans they aired, so they aired a block of episodes that made them push their stuff back. I don't care. They also pushed back the new Powerpuff Girls. This is so stupid.
You know what? I was an apologist to Teen Titans Go for a minute, but then I was like, okay,
we don't need to get into that. But this is just indefensible. Why would you ever do this? We also just had no idea this episode was really airing tonight until within a week. So as of right now, the next episode, we have a name, Lion 4 alternate ending. On the external TV listings, long range listings, it says it's airing Thursday, March 23rd, but these are infamously unreliable for Cartoon Network, the long range external listings. So who
knows?
This episode could air on March 23rd. I think there's also a pretty high chance it airs next week on the 17th. There's no indication that that's happening, but we just don't know. So Cartoon Network just there's no way to know what their internal schedule is right now for that far in advance. And
I can't wait for when TV just dies and everything is just online only.
Or networks that really mishandle things are stop doing that.
Or that, whatever.
But yeah, so I'm very excited for Lion for alternate ending. I'm going to say there's at least a 50% chance Lion equals PD is confirmed this episode. And
maybe it might just be something
alternate ending. It's so perfect.
It's like Wayne's World or Clue or one of the other movies that have.
Yeah, you talked about Clue last week too.
I did. I remember I talked to you about somebody. Yeah. I saw a DVD for Clue at the thrift store yesterday. I almost got it.
No, you should. Yeah.
It was $4.
Not worth it. And it's all. Yeah. So I think I'm very, very, very excited for that episode. No idea when it's airing. Whenever it airs, we'll cover it. But anyway, I'm talking to nobody's gonna listen to me, but you can't believe your TV listings for Steven Universe. I know we're used to thinking TV listings are facts, but they're really not, especially with Cartoon Network. Whatever your TV guide says for the next few weeks, it's not accurate. Yes, Lion for alternate ending is an episode name, but Cartoon Network is not. If they have committed to when it's airing, we don't know. So
don't trust anything.
Why would they take a week off and then change weekly to Thursday? Unless
the Illuminati.
Unless they're doing a 5-week event type thing. Stephen Baum over the course of 5. That's the only thing that would make sense. But I have no idea. I just want this episode to air because Lion equals PD happening.
But what do you think it would be if it wasn't that?
What do you like? I mean,
Lion is actually a dog.
Okay, well, I don't. The line episodes aren't necessarily like they're like more plotty type episodes, but they haven't necessarily had like the most plot. You know, like I don't know if it's a major plot reveal in a line episode would be a surprise. I would say. So I don't know if anything. So I don't know if anything crazy needs to happen here. The line episodes, was there ever more than one line episode, or was it just line 3?
Oh, there was 2. It was like. Hold on, let's look at this.
Are we sure about? I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. I think it's just line.
There's just like a line 2 of the movie. I think that one was the one where they found Rose's arm.
I see. Okay. Oh yeah, they did do that one. Okay, they did 2 and 3. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought there were multiple ones, but
I don't remember.
My Control F was failing there, but yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember any early season 1. So.
Yeah, the first one was just the line happens.
Oh, it was the episode line 2 was the gem. Line 2 is the gem armory. Okay, I remember that.
Line 3 is the videotape.
And line 3 is the go inside Line's main video.
Yeah, it's the videotape.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so that'll be very exciting. Last comment, Sam.
Yeah, accepting that people are different from you emotionally. That's the thing. Yep. Lapis.
There you go. Hashtag Lapis. Check us out, overlyanimated.com. Consider supporting us, patreon.com/overlyanimated. Thank you very much to all of our patrons, especially our patron of the podcast, Davon, aka Diamond Day. Thank you very much, Davon, for all your continued supports, and all of our patrons as well.
Love you.
Yep, learn more about becoming a patron at patreon.com/overlyanimated. I think we're going to have a few podcasts that the patrons will have early access to. So that's very exciting coming up. And, look out, several podcasts in the next few days. New Powerpuff Girls, Samurai Jack, episode 1, feedback, and, hopefully another star, topic discussion, all coming up here. So, check. Oh yeah. And also, really appreciate any iTunes reviews. If you leave them I created a, redirect link to encourage this, overlyanimated.com/iTunes.
Did we have any ones recently?
No, so that's why I'm encouraging it. Like, we need to move up to the charts for.
What if I left one? That would be a bad.
No, that's a violation of the consumer's faith in us, Sam.
Yeah, we're not selling our product honestly.
Yeah, no, we're very honest. There you go. So thank you guys very much for listening, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.